Hello Flosstube and welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela and this is Flosstube number 27. So as you guys know, it's been a while since I last posted a video, so I do hope that you guys are okay, that you are keeping safe and well yourself. So as I say, it's been a while, so I thought I would start this video by explaining why, really. So during January I became unwell and nothing COVID related. I just became very tired and yeah, just didn't have hardly any energy and just really just didn't feel right at all. And I called my doctor and my doctor ordered some blood tests. And what they found was that my iron levels were really quite low. So I have been put on some iron tablets and I probably will need a blood transfusion at some point. Their stopper with giving me a blood transfusion was something else that came up in the blood results, which is that I have a coagulation issue. And something that I haven't really shared on my channel at all, but it might be something that I talk about later on, is that I had a tumour removed when I was 18. So from the age of 18, I always knew that I would need fertility treatment to become pregnant. And over the years, sadly, I have had 5 miscarriages. I've had 5 rounds of IVF and each of those rounds has resulted in miscarriage. And what my doctor found was that the clotting issue has either caused the miscarriages or the miscarriages have caused the clotting issue. So yeah, they're kind of looking into that really with all of that. So I've been working on getting as much sleep as possible. I'm obviously on iron tablets at the moment, but I can't have any blood until they sort out the clotting issue. And what they'd normally give for a clotting issue counteracts one of the medications I take every day. So yeah, a bit of a puzzle going on there for the doctors, but I'm being well looked after and well supported. So that was the first reason. I was just, like I said, I was just so tired and just sort of doing work was about all I was doing really. The next thing was that I got a frozen shoulder in my stitching arm. And what that meant was I really couldn't lift my arm very high at all, and if I did I was in excruciating pain. So that took a couple of weeks to sort itself out once I took the medication and had it sort of, I guess, had my my shoulder and my arm sort of manipulated a bit. So all in all, before you know it, nearly a month has gone by and time is going by very, very quickly. On a positive though, since I've last seen you, I have had my COVID vaccination, which I have to say felt very, very overwhelming when I was there having my vaccination, because I was there a couple of weeks ago now and I just thought, do you know what, I'm part of something amazing and there's hope. And I just hope that we will all come through this. I know we'll come through this. I just hope we all come through it together. So that's basically what I've been up to really. And like I say, work has got really, really busy. My work have been absolutely amazing though. They've just said, look, do what you can when you can. Because I'm one of the managers, I call meetings. So they've just said, look, call the meeting when works best for you. So yeah, they've been absolutely brilliant. So yeah, that's basically why I haven't been around much and I haven't really done as much stitching as what I would normally do. That being said though, I thought I'd kind of start this video with what I've worked on since the beginning of the year, because I am a bit all over the place with where I'm at. I didn't achieve very many goals in January that I set, and that's fine. There are months like that, and I've changed the way I do some of the goals as well, because as I say, work is really busy. I haven't got as much time to stitch as what I normally would have. It will quieten down again. It's just quite busy at the moment. So let's get into what I've been stitching on since the beginning of January. So apologies if you've seen some of the stuff I've been working on, but I know that for most projects I've put some extra stitches in since you last saw it anyway. So The first thing that I have been working on is a Dimensions Gold Collection Petites kit, and it's called Santa's Secret. I actually started this a few days after Christmas last year. I know it's it's not Christmas time, but it's just really quite a fun little stitch to do. I have it up in my office, so if I get a chance to do some stitching, then this is one of the things I pull out. So this is where I am at now. A little bit more done round here and a bit more in here. And this one is stitched on 18 count 2/1. This is all of the fabric and floss that comes with the kit with this one. So that's that. I stitched on that for 3.5 hours in January. My next one is Temperature Tree by Stitcher Mummy. For anybody that follows her channel, you'll know that she creates these beautiful different temperature designs where you can kind of record the temperature for the whole year. So she's got like flower gardens, temperature trees. She's doing one at the moment, which is a new chart for her, which is a typography one, and I know I've already decided I'm definitely going to do that one next year. But she does have an Etsy shop where she sells her charts, so I will link that below. So this is what the temperature tree will look like at the end of the year. And this is where I'm up to. So I've done January, February and March branch. I'm just working my way up and doing a bit more of the branches. As you can see, I've put in the temperatures for January. The temperature has been all over the place. I mean, today I'm looking out, it looks like the sun's shining, but there's bits of snow coming down. It's very weird weather that we're having. So some days were warmer than others. I think the greens are where it got a bit warmer, and then the blues are obviously where it got a bit colder. So that's my temperature tree. I really like working on that. I try and do about an hour a week so that I can do a bit of the branch and also fill in all of the leaves for that week. So that's another one that stays up in my office as well. So then the next one is, oh, have I got these in the wrong order? Let me sort that out. The next one is my Heaven and Earth ones, and I actually got to touch on each of my Heaven and Earth designs in January, so I was really pleased, and I've also set that as a goal for February as well. So the next one that I worked on in January was the Faces of Fairy 178 by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Love all the pinks in that. And this one is also part of my Whip Go for February. So every month, I think it's Jessie Marie has created Whip Go, which is where it's a bit like a bingo board. You have 1 to 25, and every month she pulls out 2 numbers. And this month, one of the numbers corresponded with this project. And on my Whip Go board, I said I'd like to do 1,000 stitches in February. So I'm on with that. I've already done some stitching on that already this week. So that is my Pink Fairy. So this is stitched on 20 count, 2/1. Let me just put that behind. There we go, that might be better. It's so cute. And actually, I know you can't quite see. Oh, actually, yeah, you can if I pull that back. That's actually just there. That's the end of it. So I'm doing this method of stitching now where I do the diagonal, like row by row, stitch by stitch. That's why you can see some parked threads there. I think it's just looking really gorgeous. I just, like I said, I'm just on the first bit of the hair. But yeah, really enjoying that. I don't know why I say that, because I actually enjoy all of my projects, but anyway, so that one was stitched for 6 hours in January, and I did 675 stitches. The next one is my Story Keep, Life is an Open Book, New York by Amy Stewart. and this one got 11 hours and I did 990 stitches. So as many of you know, I started this one on my birthday last year in December, and again I'm doing the diagonal stitch by stitch method. I don't really know what it's called actually, so if anybody does know, let me know. I'm doing the diagonal at a time, 20 stitches across diagonal. That's how I've started it, and I'm really pleased, especially on this project, that I'm doing it like that. There is so much confetti. It's like I think there was a row of 20 at one point where each stitch was a different colour. So like I say, really pleased I'm doing it in this method. I know it's slower, but it just means I don't have to go back and find these like little ninja stitches of colours. I can do it all there and then, and it is such a colourful piece. So this is where I'm at now, and I like that I'm getting the words of Staten Island going a bit more. I just think these projects look so good when you hold them back like that. But yeah, so that's just the first corner of that one. The next one is one that I realised that Tracy from Tracy's Craft House, she said that she's been watching me stitch this, and she eyed it up, and in the Heaven and Earth chart sale last week, I didn't buy any, by the way, I refrained. She purchased this because of how she's seen me stitch mine, and I just think it's so great, isn't it, this community? We're such enablers. I know that there's some projects that I've purchased because I've seen it on other people's channels, so I absolutely love this community. But this is Minnie Virus Detected by Randall Spangler, and this one I stitched for 12 hours and I did 1,784 stitches. And you may remember that I completed this page and I was so overjoyed at that page. But again, just you can kind of see the start of the dragon here. I've got another bookshelf here, and it goes down a little bit here. I think these things here are the bottles of Corona that you can see in the chart. Don't know if you can see that. There we go. But yeah, I really love Randall Spangler and Amy Stewart. I think they're my two favourite designers, so I can't wait to get that one out. This one, like I say, is stitched on 20 count, 2/1. Most of my projects are stitched on either 18 count or 20 count. 20 count has probably become my new favourite, but this Virus Mini Detected I am doing for the Iceland challenge in full coverage fanatics, and I've only done 2. So I really do need to pull my finger out because I'd like to do all of them by the end of the year. I've chosen the hard version, so I need to do 76,000 stitches, and if I were to do that, that would mean this project would be completed. So that was that. I did also start using this project for the bookshelf challenge in full coverage fanatics. And it took me a while to realise somebody created this beautiful chart, if you like, to monitor stitches, and this is the sort of highest number of stitches. It took me a while to realise that this was like the daily amount, and I did get really behind in January, and I have to say there was a day where I just felt really deflated that I'd got behind, and I just thought, no, actually stitching is a hobby and I need to keep it like that. So February I think is a bit of a write-off already with doing the higher amount of stitches, so I'm going to go for the lower amount of stitches this month, and then we'll work on March, and if I can do the higher amount, I'll do the higher amount, and I'll decide what project I'm going to do for February and March. I haven't quite decided yet, because you can either pick a project to suit each of the books that month, or you can pick any project, and I'm just picking any project per month. So that was that. The next one that I'm working on, I have to say, I'm just so in love with this project. The only thing that sort of disheartens me is how long it's going to take, in a way. I guess, I don't know if dishearten is the right word. I just know it's going to take years. I'm probably going to guess about 5 years it will take me to finish this. But this is World Travel Bookshelf by Amy Stewart, and this has got so much in it. It's just amazing, this picture. I didn't do the supersized size, I just did the normal size, which is 750 by 542 stitches, which gives over 406,000 stitches. But this is where it is at. Again, doing in the diagonal stitching method. I've definitely done quite a bit since you last saw it. I've actually done 1,710, and this I'm using for 21,000 stitches in 21. So I think I was 40 short in January, so I'm going to add that on to February. But how cool is that? I know it doesn't look much because it's only the corner, but I really like it anyway. I think the other thing is as well, I've been thinking about how I'm going to stitch it, and I think I'm going to do the diagonal in shelves. I think, who knows, I might change my mind, but at the moment I think that's possibly where I'm going to go with that. So what else have I worked on? Well, I worked on my Ornament Healing Rose by Carol Cavaleris. I think I used that for a challenge in Enchanted Stitching challenges. And can I just say, I am loving the film that has been chosen for February for Enchanted Stitching challenges. I love Cool Runnings, love it as a film. So I'm definitely planning on watching that this weekend and doing some stitching whilst I watch that. So I'm really enjoying doing the weekly challenges. I've sort of stopped doing the monthly challenges for Enchanted Stitching challenges. I'm just doing the weekly ones because I'm finding trying to do full coverage fanatics and Enchanted Stitching and work and keep the house clean and do everything else in life is just a bit much, and I didn't want to put that sort of pressure on me to do the challenges, because I know what I'm like. I know I love challenges, absolutely love challenges, but I've just made that decision for 2021 that I'm just going to do the full coverage fanatics challenges that I can do in the year, and also just weekly ones in Enchanted Stitching challenges. So this is where it is at now, and as you can see, if I try and go, hopefully you can see it all, I have kind of gone all over the place, because in the challenges a lot of the time when they ask for a stitch on certain colours, this is the project I will pull out, hence the randomness of the colours everywhere. But I think I did sort of this bit here when I stitched on it, and this one I stitched for 2 hours and I did 371 stitches, and this is stitched on 18 count and it's 2 over 1. So that was that one. And then I can't remember what challenge this one was for, but I got this one out because I wanted to make sure I touched all of my Heaven and Earth projects. And I thought, oh, that would fit that challenge, but I can't remember what the challenge was now. But this is Minnie Princess of the Sea by Donna Gelsinger. And that's really cute as well. This one though is stitched on 25 count. It's still 2 over 1, but it's 10th stitch. And I do love the speed of how quickly you can stitch, and that's where it is at. So this here is the start of the girl. She looks like she's got goggles on, but I think that's the eyes, and that's obviously the sky. So what I'm going to try and do is finish more of the sky and sort of work my way down a little bit. I'm not doing this in a diagonal method. I sort of started this a bit randomly, so I didn't have all the colours, so I'm just using the colours that I've got, and every time I order the more colours for it. And I do order threads roughly about once a month, so I don't think there's many threads left now that I need to get for it, but that's how I kind of started it, and I just thought, oh, I'll carry it on, but it's looking quite effective so far. So I can't wait to get that back out. For February, most of my projects, other than my mini virus detected and my princess, I am aiming on getting 2,000 stitches in for February. The reason why I've chosen 2,000 stitches for this piece is because it is tent stitch, and obviously I can do the stitches much quicker, so yeah, look forward to getting that one out. The next piece is Minnie the Mountain Cabin by Dominic Davison. I would absolutely love to be there right now, I have to say. This is, I've seen this on many different Flosstubers channel, and that's really what highlighted that chart to me, and that's why I just thought I've got to stitch on it. Mine is stitched on 18 count 2/1. I did start doing this as a colour completion, but again I've sort of stopped doing that now. I'm not sure which direction I'm going to take this in terms of how I'm going to stitch it, whether or not I will go and do the diagonal, or whether I'll just like do one thread, finish that thread, and then pick another colour and do that thread. I really don't know, but this is where I'm at. Can't really see what the picture is just yet, and this black was what I added. There was a challenge in Enchanted Stitching challenges, I think it was in January, yeah, in January, for the Hunchback of Notre Dame. It was stitch in black, so I just found a whole section on this and just stitched in black, so that's really what I've added. But this one is also on my Whip Go board, along with my Pink Fairy, so I will be looking at getting 1,000 stitches in that one. And again, this was sort of a bit of a last minute start when I actually did start it. It certainly wasn't a planned start, but I'm really pleased I have, because it's something a little bit different, and my boyfriend really absolutely loves that picture, so he is looking forward to when that will be finished. And then the last one that I worked on in January was my Quick Stitch Spirit of Winter Robin by, I can never say this, is it Ciro Marchetti? That's what that one will look like. And again, started this one in December, and I'm doing this in the diagonal stitching. This one though isn't as much confetti. There's quite a few, there's quite a lot of blocks of colour so far, but this is where I'm at. Again, can't really see the picture, but yeah, I think in this next, I'm almost at the bottom of this last diagonal. I think this next diagonal I will start to get the robin, because I don't know if you can see just here, there is literally the start of the robin's beak. So I will definitely be stitching more of the robin the next time I do this diagonal. So again, love all of my projects. I've often get asked, am I going to be starting any more Heaven and Earth designs? The answer is no, not yet. I will, I've got more planned, and I'm kitting up one as we speak. I'm kitting up the Story Keep London one by Amy Stewart, because obviously I finished the Paris one. I will get to finish the New York one, and then I'll do the London one, and I want all three to be framed together. But I'm not starting any more till I finish one. So my motto now will be, I've got 8 on the go at the moment, that's more than enough. When I finish one, I will start the next one. So basically then, my focus for February is going to be to do at least 1,000 stitches in each of my Heaven and Earth designs. With my World Travel bookshelf, that one's going to get 1,790, so I'm on track for the 21,000 in 21. And my Mini Virus Detected and my Princess one, they're going to get 2,000 as well, and that's going to really be my focus. And then my other 2 pieces, the Santa's Secret and the Temperature Tree, I am just going to have that up in my office and do what I can when I can. I'm often at meetings where I just have to watch. I don't have to take notes or anything. I'm just there to kind of be, it's sort of like in a supervisory capacity, I guess. So I'm there just to kind of watch. So I often get my stitching out when I'm doing that, really. because I can watch and listen and just do a little bit of stitching. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for all of your support, and thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you are new to my channel, I'd love for you to carry on the journey with me and subscribe to my channel. I will be trying to get the videos back in a routine again on a Tuesday evening. That is my plan moving forward. So guys, until next time, stay safe and bye for now. Happy stitching too. Bye.